They always knew there was a God. They may not have called him Jehovah. They may not have known about Jesus, but they always knew that there was this God, this entity that was so much bigger than they were. And this is why when we say that the spirituals are only about escaping on the Underground Railroad, we sell them short, because they had multiple reasons for doing what they did, for singing the songs they did, and for putting them into play. So when we look at this list of Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams' her first recording as a solo artist was produced by Thomas Whitfield. Okay? So now you ask me, and I can usually tell you 2 or 3, you know how they say 6 degrees separation. I usually make 2 or 3 cuts and get you right back to Detroit. Just ask me, I can do that. Donnie McClurkin, he comes out of New York, but he served at Perfecting Church as their associate minister for 12 years. So, you know, he thinks he is a Winans. Okay, don't tell him any different. Okay? No, he thinks because he was with Pastor Winans that long, he's like their brother, and that's how they treat him. And so all of these artists, you brought the sunshine. The question is, BB&CC, Heaven, Kirk Franklin, Stomp, Open My Heart from Yolanda Adams, We Fall Down. All of these are part of that contemporary movement. But then when we come to praise and worship, I say it's just another part of the contemporary sound, in that it's a new way of, a new sound of praising God. Generally, it doesn't, I've talked to younger musicians, as young as these young men over here to my right, who say, you know, it's just not the music I know. But a lot of people, I know your choir sings a lot of praise and worship music. You don't seem afraid of the fact that it doesn't sound like "Can't Nobody Do Not Jesus," okay? Okay, that's one way of praising God. And what they found, and what I write about in the book, is that some churches have decided that rather than just doing all of the contemporary praise and worship, you got to do what? Do them both. Okay, because your grandmother really is not feeling Israel and Newbury. Okay? She's not feeling it, okay? Well, you know, she will if you give her a minute. But now you start saying, let's barak the Lord, let's shabbat the Lord. What language are you speaking? So you remember when they used to sing, I love the Lord, he heard my cry. And you go, why do they stretch those syllables out? What are they saying? So what I say is now the script has been flipped, right? So now we have, where we had old people singing syllables that the young people didn't understand. Now you got young people speaking syllables that the old people don't understand. Does that sound right? Does that sound right to you? Doesn't it sound like we need to talk to each other? So if you stand up and say, when I say Barak, that means that our president's name actually means what?
Praise.
Yeah, that's all it means, okay? It doesn't mean let's bomb Orion tomorrow, okay?